Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. This is Sky here with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a tag. I know this is only the second one I've ever done, but I seen Valerie Dison, sorry if I said the last name wrong, Valerie, here on YouTube doing it. Really sweet, kind lady. Really have enjoyed watching her videos. She's all over the place. She does beauty, she does some food, she does some vlogging. It's pretty cool. I really like it, and I like the variety, so. It's called the Beauty Lovers Tag. So I'm reading my notes so I don't forget what I'm doing, right? So let's just get to these questions. The first one is, if you could pick someone to do your makeup, who would it be? And actually there'd be two. And they're both YouTubers, which is kind of funny. And I would pick them for different reasons. One is Jeffree Star, because I absolutely love how he does his eyes. I would like just to see what he would do with this particular shape eye, because his is deeply recessed like mine, but I have more folds than he does, and his eyes are further apart where mine are narrower, so I'd just be curious to see what he would do for the eyes. Now, for skin and foundation, I would love Wayne Goss. I've seen his foundations, how he works with older skin. He is very good at putting out a very beautiful complexion with full foundation. And everybody here knows I don't really wear foundation. I just wear concealer. But I would like to see somebody who's really good with skin, just see what they could do and see how it held up. Because right now, when I wear foundation, over halfway through the day, it starts caking and scaling. And I've tried some very high-end stuff and some low-end stuff. And there's been some that have worked. I can get about 6 hours in, but after that, it's it. Or I have a hard time making it look natural. If I do find something that lasts longer, it like looks cakey, and I just don't like the look of it. So that would be why I'd pick those two. If I had to pick between the two of them, I'd go with Jeffree Star, because as much as I would like to see what Wayne Goss does, the reality is I usually just don't take 10-foot foundation on. Not at this point in life. Maybe when I get a little older, and maybe if the pigmentation gets really bad on my face, I may need to. But for now, just the concealer works. All right. 2, what's your top makeup tip? My top makeup pick, and you really need to play to what your strength is, and it's not going to be the same for everybody. That tip is seriously the best one I think I can give you. If you have hooded eyes, move the crease up by using, bringing the crease up. If you have what they call model eyes or flat eyes, create a crease. If you have small lips, line just to the edge. Don't overline, because sometimes that can look bad too. I'm guilty of that one in certain spots on my lips, just because of the unevenness I have a little bit. Play to what your strengths are. I've met women who are trying to blow these eyes up, but they have absolutely beautiful lips and cheekbones. And I'm like, you're pulling, I personally feel they're pulling the focus to the wrong direction, but I can't tell them that, because I have a hard time trying to say things like that without coming across rude. And you don't want to be rude. I never want to be rude. I actually live by one rule in my life, which is my #1 rule. I treat others as they treat me. It is a huge thing for me. Anyway, so when I'm trying to help somebody, if they ask for my advice, I'm very careful on how I word it. Maybe you should pull the focus here and not here. Or I've seen ladies with big, beautiful lips. They've overlined them. They look gorgeous. They don't look bad on them. Some people with overlining, it does look good on. It's just not for everybody. But they have these big eyes. And I'm thinking, why aren't you playing up the eyes and dealing with the fact that your lips aren't as... But, hey, they do a great job. It looks beautiful. You do you, is how I always say. But if that city tip is to play to your strengths, work with what you have. There's nothing wrong. You're beautiful the way you are. And work with what you have. There's nothing wrong with that. There's more than one kind of beauty. There isn't one standard that fits everybody. The last couple years with plus size models, black, white, Asian, Mexican, heck, we need a neon green, a neon pink to maybe level out the field, right? Anyways, like I said, my number 2 top makeup tip, just play to your strengths and be happy with what you do. It's so important. I think before makeup, self-confidence glows from within. And if you love you, you will show it in your face whenever you do your makeup. But that's a personal opinion. Like I said, that's my top tip. You don't have to agree with me. Okay, number 3. What is one makeup item you could not live without? I'm going to go lip gloss, which may seem a little weird because I do my eyes so much. But I can pull all the makeup off and my eyes are still decent. But the lip gloss helps your lips stay hydrated, and I have a lot of lines from not doing it or chapstick for all those years, and I'm paying for it now. You can really preserve your eyes just by wearing sunglasses and not squinting so much. At least that's my opinion. But that would be, if I had to do makeup, not just like lip gloss, eyeshadow. Because my natural lashes aren't too bad. So even if I just put a touch of shadow in the crease, it would create more depth. So lip gloss, if I can't pick lip gloss, it's going to be one neutral shadow. 4, what are your worst at applying in makeup? False lashes. Absolutely. I've put them on like 3 times. And, well, 4. Maybe more than that. Maybe a handful of times. Maybe 2, maybe about half a dozen or so. Maybe a dozen. I forget. You lose track. I struggle with them every time. Every time. My problem with lashes is when I put them on, my real lashes sit in front. So you have these black eyelashes behind, and you have these blonde ones in front, and it doesn't look right. So then I have to coat my lashes with mascara first before I put them on, which I've been told you're supposed to put the lashes on, then come in with the mascara so it blends it, but it's just always a struggle. You know, you get the glue on, then you gotta let it dry a little bit, then you gotta get on when it's just tacky enough. Sometimes I let it dry too much, and sometimes I don't dry enough, and then you gotta get the edges to stay on, and then you gotta make sure there's no line in between so it kind of blends seamlessly. And to be honest, a lot of lashes, unless of course they go really dramatic, my lashes are long enough that they just go past it. They just like add a hair inch of length. So usually I don't find it's worth it. Now thickness and volume, once in a while is nice. But I personally, that's the one thing I struggle with and probably need to practice with more. But I can do better putting them on other people than I can myself, which is kind of funny because I've done a few friends' makeups and I put them on them perfectly, but I struggle with myself. Go figure, right? Okay, now Valerie, when she did this, she didn't do a number 5. She went 4 and 6, and I watched the video 3 times to make sure I wasn't mishearing. So that was just kind of a little funny. So next one would be 6, not 5, but I'm actually just going to call it 5. So we're going to have 9 questions, and then I'm going to throw a random piece of information down the end, I figured. So, all right, and I tried looking up this tag, and yeah, I came up with 50,000 on my research, on the search, and I went, no. Moving on. So, number 5, I can't read my own handwriting. What is your biggest pet peeve to do with beauty? Okay. Just because something looks good on me, don't mean it'll look good on everybody else. And that's not saying, sorry, maybe that came out wrong. I'm not going to say something looks gorgeous on me and it's going to look gorgeous on you every time. It's not true. My biggest pet peeve is when somebody says, anybody can wear this. That's not true. Now, the truth is you can wear it, but is it always going to look good on you? And that's the option I think sometimes people get confused. I had one person one time says, well, I don't let the makeup wear me. I wear the makeup. Yes, you wear the makeup. I'm getting that point, but I'm coming out to the point, sometimes you can wear the makeup and it can look ugly. Just straight up the truth of it. I have to be careful when I do my eyes because sometimes I can get too dark and my eyes look like hollows. It's a little creepy looking, not pretty. So, at least in my opinion, some people might like that look, and if you like it, you do you. Can't say that enough. But, pet peeve, don't say something's going to work for everybody. That ain't true. It just is not true at all. So that's my pet peeve with beauty. It's somebody saying, anybody can wear this. There's too many color shades of skin out there. There's too many different face shapes. You really got to find what works for you and you do you. Because that is what's going to help you in the long run. But that's my personal pet peeve. People saying this will work for everybody when reality is it's not. So when I like it when beauty YouTubers say, well, for this type of skin, this will work good, or this type. I think that is awesome. or they tell people what type of skin they have and explain how it affected their skin. I think really on YouTube you need to, and Facebook and all the other Snapchat, Instagram, all those other things, need to be honest with what type of skin they are and how it worked for their skin type. And they need to say that, because just because it worked for you and you're an oily person and I'm dry doesn't mean it's going to work for me. But same thing with makeup. I put shadows on that other people can't get to work, but I can get things to work that other people can't. Now, some things are pretty universal, but it doesn't mean it always looks good on you. So it's just something you have to keep in mind. The next tag is, what's your favorite makeup? And then there's an ERA. She didn't know what that was, and neither do I. But my favorite makeup piece, what type? I think that had to do with brands, actually. But favorite makeup brand, I think, was that next part. I can't pick one brand, just because I like them all. I'm not particular to one brand. So really there's no answer to that one, because everybody knows I do high-end to low-end. I do drugstore and, you know, high-end stuff. So if I had to pick one company to go with for all time, it was just eyeshadows, I'd say Juvia's. I'm going to be honest on that one. But if it's all over face, I'm leaning more towards Wet n Wild, because their quality is not bad. Some of their eyeshadows suck, but they actually have a few holy grail palettes out there. Their liquid lipsticks are good. Some of their foundations are good. Some of their powders are good. Some of their primers are good. They have contour and highlight palettes that I actually kind of like. Their liquid lipsticks are a pretty good formula. So if I had to pick one brand, I'd be Wet n Wild. But for eyeshadows, I'd go with Juvia's. My top high-end brand, though, Lorac. It's the one I really like. I like Too Faced too, but Lorac beats them out. I have Lorac Mega 3. I have the Pro 3. I have, what else do I have? I have the Pirates of the Caribbean. I have, oh shoot, I have like a couple other ones. I don't remember which ones they are off the top of my head. Sorry, you guys. You get so much, sometimes you lose track of what you have. I really want to get their unzips. They had them half off on the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. By the time I got along to buy them, they were all gone. I was upset about that. Anyways, back on track, right? Me and my rambling. What's your guilty pleasure product? One thing that you spend a lot of money on that you really... That would be my Jeffree Star's liquid lipsticks. They are pretty pricey, but I really love the two colors I got. And... may be a guilty person and go buy more here before too much longer. I really love the pumpkin pie and unicorn blood. This one looks phenomenal on me. I've worn it in half a dozen of these videos, and this one too. They're probably my two top that I really, really like for a guilty pleasure purchase. Though, the Steely Glitter, I should probably put those right up there with it, because I own 5 of them now. I think I want to buy more. Sorry. And I haven't bought more, even though I really want to, because of the move, trying to save up money for that. What's your Underdog product? Foundation. Major Underdog with me. I don't even think I have any liquid foundations, and I have one powder right now. And I only use that for touch-up. So, really, the Underdog item. Am I planning on trying to use it more often? Like I said before, probably not, because every time I do, I have issues, but I've kind of looked at a few of them maybe after moving buying, but we'll see what happens between now and then. Okay, the next one, it says, what's your favorite makeup product for 2016 and 17? My Juvia's Place palette, Masquerade. I was so happy I got that. Really am. That has been like colors and beautiful colors, and I've just been loving on it. That's probably 2017 though. 2016 is going to be my Swamp Queen palette. Yep, from Tarte, Swamp Queen palette. That's probably the palette that rekindled my love for makeup, because you kind of lose track after a while. The real world life, everything with work, and I kind of gotten in and out of makeup over the years, but consistently like I'm doing now. The Swamp Queen really got me back into it, so I'm really glad I got it. And I pulled tons of looks out of that thing, and I'm continuing to use it. I'll pull it out once in a while and just use it. I've hit pan on one of the colors, and I've put a big dip in like 2 or 3 of the other ones. I kind of wish I got a second one now for a backup. If they ever re-release it again, I will be buying one. So, but just FYI. Now that's all 9 questions. Like I said, I don't know, maybe she had a 5th question and I just didn't hear it, but last thing, if I had to, you know what, I don't know what else to throw at you guys other than my ultimate suggestion. If you have, if you have to buy one thing this year, makeup wise, let's say you have a ton, you really don't need anything. If I'm going to tell you one thing you have to buy, my #1 suggestion for you to buy for 90% of people, now this is not going to work for everybody, and it also will depend on how you apply it, but it's the Stila glitters. And if I have one color I really love, it's the Kitten Karma. It's my favorite color because it's a cross between the gold, the pink, and the like the silver. It's got like all 3 in them, so it plays to many looks. I actually have it on today. Diamond Dust is my 2nd favorite color. So between the 2 of them, I've been just absolutely loving it. And you don't have to do like I do, which is just the inner corner. I've seen some people with their eye shade swipe it all the way across. It looks great. I've seen some people only use them on the outside because they're doing a reverse crease. And if you have a wider spaced eye, you can really pull that reverse crease off and have it look absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. At least that's my opinion. We all know how that is. So, that's it for my tag. I hope you all have a very great day. Take care, and so remember to, you know what? I should really tag somebody, shouldn't I? I've never really re-tagged anybody, but just because people get busy and they have a lot going on. But I'm going to tag Becca, my friend from down under. I'm not going to try to say your last name, hon. I suck at saying names, so she's going to be one I'm going to tag. And the other one would be Missy Steed, Utah lady that I really enjoy watching too. If you guys can't, I understand. Both of you have a lot going on with your life, but for now, those are going to be my top 2 tags. But if you want to do it, go ahead and all means do it. Let me know you do it. I will come over and watch your video. For sure, no problem there. I watch most of your all's videos anyways, but, I'll leave a yay and be totally excited that you did it. If not, understand, life happens. It is the real world, right? Well, until next time, like I started to say earlier, you do you. Bye.